What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and we are heading to the gym for legs. We are currently, I think, just under 15 weeks out from the first show. 19 weeks out from the main show though, for sure. That is definitely the main show is in 19 weeks. And we're heading for legs, and it's going to be a very exciting leg day because we are digging. We pulled some food away for sure. So the last couple of weeks has been a lot steadier with the rate of loss, which wasn't a problem. I definitely got sharper visually, and I am way sharper right now. But we were at a point where we know we need to push a little bit harder, because pushing hard when you're fresh and when performance is going great and you're earlier into prep makes sense. And then I can really just step off the gas pedal later on, which is the goal. So we pulled 50 carb away. So 50 carb has been taken out of my training days and my rest days, which is a really nice reduction to calories, 200 calories away, and immediately hit a new low of 80.3 today. So the changes took effect as of Saturday. Today's Tuesday, and we're moving forward pretty nicely. I think in the next, probably by tomorrow, I'll probably drop below 80, to be honest. I really do think that's going to happen, which is exciting. I always believed, through this prep and at the start of prep and everything, that sub 80 kilos is when things get interesting, when the look gets pretty impressive, and I can see that happening, so yeah, the look is getting a little bit more detailed now, and things are getting pretty cool with it, so that's very exciting. But in for legs. I really do want to make sure today's a good session, just because when you get that initial adjustment to calories, I love that challenge. Like, a lot of people, when they have a change with their food or they push into a diet, it's very easy to start thinking, I need to step off the gas a bit, or just kind of reduce my, I've got less energy, I need to kind of be smart with my training, maybe I need to reduce the loading down. Not today. Today is a day where we match everything we did last week without fail, despite the calorie reduction. And I know I can do that. I know I can do that because, for two reasons. One, I'm moving at a desirable pace. My rate of loss is really controlled. This adjustment is going in at the right time. But two, my training is done in a way that is good for retention. I'm training in a controlled manner. I have good ownership through the movements I do, and so on. So yeah, I have no doubts today will be a very good session, which I'm really excited for. It's going to be good. But yeah, no, it's exciting. Like, we're sub 20 weeks out from the main show now. It's just flying by. I've really not really thought about prep much this prep. Like, I've just been doing the things I need to be doing and just getting them done, and then letting the weeks go by, and then now I'm like, shit, like sub 15 away from the first show. It's crazy. Like, that's not far away at all. And I feel like the next couple months is going to fly by. When you're in prep, everything blurs into one. Like, you just every week's just the same. Not much changes, and that's a good thing, really. I think you got to thrive off routine. If you don't thrive off doing the same stuff every single day, then you're not going to be the best bodybuilder, because that change in routine all the time will lead to a change in performance. And I'm not the type of person that's like, you need to do everything the same and have no life. Absolutely enjoy life, give back to your friends, your family, and be present and do those things, and also make sure that the life that you live through prep isn't too restrictive, you can't enjoy it. But you do have to, there is monotony, and you can't ignore that. There is a level of monotony in prep that we thrive off. And right now I'm going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, I'm getting exactly the same sleep, I'm eating my meal one at the same time, I'm going to the gym at the same time, I'm drinking the same amount of fluid before I hit the gym, same amount of sodium, and these things add up. They really do. That consistency means consistency of performance. So legs will be good today. I know what I need to do. We're going to get it done. Is prep harder? Maybe it's a little bit harder now. Maybe I'm feeling it a little bit more, but manifesting that is not what you want to do. Like, I feel I feel fine, you know, I feel good. Yeah, still in a relatively easy position. I mean, this prep will for the whole thing just be so much easier compared to the previous preps I did with my old coach back in the day, like the grueling old school kind of zero carb diets I did. Yeah, that's never needed, but one thing I'll say, it hardens you up. It makes you persevere through prep, and this prep is so easy as a byproduct of being exposed to harsh environments like that, which, you know, I wouldn't ever wish on my clients, ever. I don't need to go through that, but I will admit that those preps did harden me up. Like, this prep feels so easier because of it. Yeah, I've got the cream of rice, what am I talking? Cream soda defib. Really nice. It tastes so good. Yeah, so good. I haven't yet to find like a flavour of anything that I don't like though recently. Like every cream of rice flavour, yeah, it all tastes nice. It's just prep, yeah. Prep is prepping, everything tastes good. I find it fascinating how much your taste buds change in prep compared to growing phases. It's wild. But yeah, anyway, so we're nearly at the gym. I've been talking a lot. Gonna drink this, gonna switch off a little bit, get in the mood to train. And yeah, I'll see you in the gym. We're gonna get after it. Let's go. Big leg day to come. Right, so I've done all my mobility work, which takes like 10 minutes. I'm definitely not going to bore you with that though, because I'm sure if any loyal YouTube supporters back in the day would have watched me do that at the start of my session many times. So we're ready to go. Starting on adductors always. I think just from a safety element, it just gets you better in your presses and your squats. So running them first has helped, but I was toying with the idea of adding an extra set in adductors, but the reason why is because performance is dropping off a little bit, and I literally do one set a week, extremely low. However, I thought about it, and you don't want to add work on something that isn't going well. Doesn't make sense. Just take a step back, think, why are you not performing the way you want to? It's definitely execution related. I just need to use more control. So that's what we're going to do today. Just rinse and control one set and just re-standardize it and retain from that position. I also find I rush into this a little bit too quick, to be honest. So taking my time a bit more. Right, so going into the one set that I do now, I'm going to do plus 20 on the stack. Going to be a higher rep set today. I'm not going in with any rep in mind. The reason being is because I said that I want to standardize a new level of form, a better controlled set so I can retain it moving forward. And I think when you are in a position where you're doing that, if you're striving for a number of reps, that's going to potentially lead you to sacrificing that control. Now, having a number in your head is really important if you can't train hard. If you can train hard and you can train to failure, doing this is fine. If you're someone that struggles to actually take a set all the way there, I wouldn't take the accountability away from with the logbook. You need that there. But for me right now, I know in this position, focused on just producing a lovely set. That's it, just a high quality set. Maximize that stimulus, take my time, be composed. Where the reps fall is where they fall, and then next week, with that new level of control, I should progress or retain. And if I don't, that's when I can think about changing something, maybe doing more volume across the week just to keep that stimulus high. Let's go. Oh, I'll take that. That's the thing, and if you are doing low volume, like one set, just got to make sure the quality's there. If you start throwing it around and you're dropping off reps, it's just a disaster. I do legs once a week and I have one set. It's crazy that, but it's worked so well. But I just need to be really mindful of protecting the quality now. Otherwise, it's not a good setup. Right, so just loop this band round on this because I want a little bit more challenge in the short. So this band just adds a bit more resistance there. Because this flex leg extension is phenomenal, but it does drop off a lot. Like, it's very heavy in the lengthen position. Because it's my first movement of the day on quads, so I'm fresh. I can challenge the short a bit more. I can really challenge the muscle at that full contraction a bit more. So it makes sense to do it. So yeah, I just do one singular set on here with the band around, hit that kind of challenge, fighting the short on a leg extension, job done for that, and then I'll move on to the next movement. So yeah, low volume. Right, so I've done 2 warms. Going into the top set now, which is plus 60 on the stack, which is like quite heavy, but not too heavy. Now, the way I see it on a leg extension like this, you've got to think about like every movement in your session, every set has a specific purpose. So what is this providing with me? Stability. But a leg extension is all about stability. Equally, if you do a seated leg curl, all about stability. Don't lean forward, get locked in. You'll notice how locked in I can get into this machine. This is about like maximum force output. That's what it's about. Like, you need to be in a position where you can create as much force as you can in an accurate way. So you need to be locked in, you need to be stable, and you need to be strong. You need to be contracting really hard. The squats, the presses, that's about lengthening the quads more, getting that full knee flexion. This is about getting the quads as short as you can and getting strong in a very stable environment. That's how I see it. Understand if you really want to level up your training, you need to see every movement in your session having a very specific purpose. And you need to break down what that purpose is, and you need to achieve that purpose of that movement. You need to fulfill that purpose. So yeah, you're about to see me get very aggressive and create a lot of force. That's what it's about. Oh, fuck. Woo. Win. Big win. Fucking hell, can't get out. It's a good sign if you can't get out of the machine. Yeah, got 9, 2 rotations ago. It's considerably lighter today. We've got 9 again. Maybe a slightly easier 9 as well. But I don't know how much more aggression I'm going to put. I'm going to keep it here. So like, if I start trying to throw more weight around, it's going to cause knee issues. The biggest reason you get knee issues, I guarantee, is probably how you kind of treat your leg extensions. Too harsh into a lockout, and like that's where you get the most force in terms of like the damage to the knee potentially. But when you're in prep, something I want to mention, just on the base of this topic, is when you're going into these stable environments, why are they good? Because they're stable, like I said at the start, well, not the start, like I just said. Force output is key, maximizing that. When you're going through prep, you're getting lighter and lighter. Your internal stability is going away. So how you feel within these stable environments will get worse. And therefore, you need to find ways to increase your stability through external stability. Seatbelts, straps. If your internal stability goes down, but you can level up your external stability, your overall stability stays the same. And therefore, your ability to retain shouldn't change. So if you can just stop your stability diminishing through thinking about how you can get locked into machines, you will retain your muscle. And that's why I'm so against the whole like sitting forward in a seated leg curl. Try do that when you're 1 week out and you're pilled. I guarantee it feels dog shit. I promise you that. Only feels good when you get heavy. And even then I wouldn't do it. All right, we're going into first set on line leg curls. I've only done one warm up, to be honest, and it was only 2 reps. I just feel good. I'll just get straight into it. So 75 I took for 8. If we can match that, I'll be super happy considering how much leaner I am. So yeah, but we've got Enya on. May it be. I don't know if, hopefully it's focusing. Write in the comments if you love a bit of Enya when you train. It's like the most peaceful music. A lot of people think, what the fuck, how do you train to that? It's literally, it's calming. It's therapeutic. Training is therapy for me. I am in that fight or flight mode you want to be in when you train 100%, but like with a level of composure too that this stuff allows me to be in, just to be super accurate. So yeah, got a lot of it, Lord of the Rings. Great gym music. No! No! Oh. Oh, fuck. Right, final warm. This should feel extremely comfortable, to be honest. 6.5 will be the work in. This is 5 plates. So I'll be going up a plate and a half per side. And I've reset this a little bit, so it's definitely a little easy in terms of like being able to have ownership through the entirety of the movement, which is so important. Yeah, not letting the weight control you. So yeah, this should move well. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yours, come on! Ah! Oh! Oh! Holy fuck. Whew. Much better than last week. Yeah, fuck me, man. Getting to that point in prep where like your brain feels it mid-set. Your brain's like, I can't describe the feeling. You don't know the feeling unless you do a prep. But your brain just
dies mid-step.
You just feel like your brain hitting something. Oh fuck. That was good though. Oh shit. Something I've noticed with myself in prep. Right now, I can't ignore this trend, but when I hit a new low with body weight, my training moves better. It's almost like the new low excites me for the challenge of getting in there and proving to myself that I can fight against the odds that arguably whilst I hate to say it, aren't in my favour, I'm proving to myself I can still do the work. Whereas like when I have high days and my weight goes up, or I don't know, my weight just doesn't drop anyway, training's still good. Obviously, I feel good off the food. There's something about like getting in here and facing that maximal challenge to retain performance. It just gives me a push, and that's how you need to see it. If you can start perceiving it that way, you're winning in prep. So yeah, a better set today with a new low, which makes me really happy. It just gives me a stride in my step. So yeah, I'm all after chasing more lows. Whilst body weight isn't everything, it motivates me when I get in the gym. Final warm, doing pauses. Literally just gonna do 3.5 as the top set, which is fuck all. But it's alpha leg press. And what do I care about? Massive legs, or how much I lift? I care about massive legs. So using more control, more ownership is the way. So yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. Oh, one. Let's go, let's go. Yes, yes. Ah. I genuinely feel like that may have been some of the best hacks I've done in a long time. One of the things that changed was when the set, I just felt like keeping the continuous tension. There's a difference between doing continuous reps, but you kind of go into full lockout versus just before lockout and going back down. You just rinse a bit more challenge. If you just stop just before lockout, I find it harder because you're keeping that tension on the quads at all times. You're not losing it whatsoever. So no, it's not every rep was like that, but like earlier on, it was. I was avoiding the lockout, just going straight back down, which made a big difference. My quads feel absolutely rinsed for that. Very happy. We retained it as well, so better execution, I'm retained, can't complain. Right, 1.5s, warm-ups just straight in, one set all out, bias in the length and range. Absolutely rinses your quads. After this, I'm completely done on quads. There's nothing else I could even give, to be honest, from it, especially in a deficit. This is the most painful thing you could do in the gym, like 1.5s. I said the 1.5 hack squat's the hardest, so. Oh, okay. Pro champion. That's what it's about. Oh, fuck. Sounds fucked, but sometimes I come out of these sets, I can taste like, I can feel like powder in my mouth. It's like I literally am grinding my teeth away.
It's not good. I'm not going to be that guy that wears a fucking gum guard in the gym though. It's not a rugby pitch. Oh, right, just a disclosure. That vape that fell off a leg extension, it's not mine. Don't worry. I do not vape. Pressure hasn't got to me that much. Just in case anyone saw it. Just filming this to show I did a set of glute drives. Oh, forgot to click record. Took it all the way there and then couldn't re-rack it. So you missed out on a very entertaining set. I promise it's not that I'm not showing it out of embarrassment. I genuinely forgot to record. I thought I was fucked, but it turns out getting out of it's quite easy, so we're all good. Oh, 6.5 for 12, I'll take. Next time, use a spot. Silly me. Right, calf raises. In my opinion, there's like 3 calf raises you should go for. Donkey calf raise, standing calf raise, or a toe press on a horizontal leg press. Anything where your leg can be straight and then you can go into that full stretch. So I love a donkey calf raise for that reason. I literally can have my leg completely straight. It's also really stable, like around my pelvis and so on. So yeah, it feels really nice. 3 sets, I always do the lighter set first, just to get a bit more blood into the calves first. Oh, Jesus. Right, so I've gone up 10 kilos aside now for the heavier set. What I'll do is I'll do 2 sets on this load. So I'll just let the reps drop off. Just a little bit more time efficient than just taking more weights off to put more on, which just depletes my energy. So this will be like hopefully around 9 reps. I'm not going to show you both sets, it's pretty boring exercise to watch, but whew. This is a part of the session where you definitely start to feel it a bit more. You just gotta keep fucking giving that effort. You really do. You can't let the effort drop off at the back end of this session, because say goodbye to those exercises and those muscle groups that you train at the back end of the session. Oh shit. So we're just going to go on to abs now. Final exercise of the session. Now if you're wondering, should I do my abs at the front or the back of the session? I'm about to come out the camera, but just keep listening. Then that really depends on how strong your abs are relative to the other things you want. One thing I would say though, is your abs being done at the front of the session can be quite useful from a mobility perspective. Taking your spine into extension, into flexion, just gets things moving and can warm you up and save you a little bit of time. You might not need to do as much mobility, but if you feel like you can get warm without abs at the front of your session and just focus on your legs and do it at the end, and just keep the productivity at the end of the session for your abs still, then that works if you've got decent abs. My abs are pretty strong, I would say. Like, I don't need more abs, really. They look fine to me, so I just do it at the end. Yeah, and the effort's still there, even though I do feel a little bit fucked, but yeah, it depends on how strong your abs are. Pretty simple.
Right, so that was a very, very, very successful leg day. Yeah, honestly, like, I cannot complain about any element of that session. It was so positive. So very happy with performance across the board. Very happy with the look after the session. Very happy with the fact we touched a low today. Yeah, just really, really positive stuff. And like I said in the video, I genuinely feel like when I hit a low, it motivates me. There's just some sort of, almost like something subconsciously in my head about it as well. Like, you're not missing. And it works. It really does work. So yeah, across the board, very happy. I was also happy because I was battling this slight knee issue for a while, which seems to be going away now, which I'm glad. That's kind of why I reset the movements last week, just with even more control. So that definitely helped. And now I know that that's not, because I was worried that was going to get worse for prep, and if that happens, disaster, you know. So I had to reset things a little bit, which was smart from an injury prevention perspective, but also from a retention perspective, absolutely. So yeah, 3.5 plates is now the new kind of thing to retain on the hacks. Sometimes my ego hates the fact it's less than 4, but I've got to remember that I'm doing pauses, and I'm also doing it like pretty far into the session, so it makes sense that it's going to be weaker, you know. So no issues with that. So gonna head back now, eat my food. We've got, I think, a little bit more, 90 grams of cream of rice in my post meal. Got reduced from 150, so that's kind of where the 50 carb reduction is going in. It's going into, I was having cyclic dextrin at 30 grams. I pulled it down to 25, and I noticed no issues with performance retention so far at the back end of the session, which makes me think, actually, to be honest, all you didn't really need is 25. I just wanted to do 30. Maybe it's a bit of a placebo thing. It's like in my head, I'm doing 30, I'll still be full at the end of the session. But there's been no problems with retention so far, just on the 25. So there's 5 carb coming out of the cyclic dextrin, and then 45 carb pulled from the post-workout. So it's 60 grams of rice, cream of rice, taken out of that meal. Just a little hack, if you are hungry post-workout, instead of doing chicken and rice, do chicken first with veg, and then cream of rice after, it's a game changer to satiety. But you can also do that with oats, like chicken and veg, and then oats after, just plain. I mean, it's a bit bland, but I actually think the blandness helps, because you're not. If you ever finish a meal and you're about to finish a meal and you start getting quite sad in your head, you get sad because you know it's about to end. The enjoyment's about to end. You don't have that as much when you have bland oats, that's for sure. But yeah, so we're gonna get back, eat. It's a stressful evening for sure today because I'm moving. I'm actually moving apartments tomorrow, but I've got a good company that'll sort it out. So I'm hoping it's all good. There's not that much to move. It's just me and Milo's stuff. But yeah, it's getting back. It's eating. It's programming. Picking up Milo. Then it's packing with Milo. He likes the boxes, so he enjoys it. And then it's just non-stop until Wednesday evening, because I'll be doing lots of check-ins after I've moved. I just hope the Wi-Fi and stuff swaps over easily. But yeah, anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, gonna head back. Very excited to have my post-workout meal. Yeah, every meal right now is very enjoyable. So even if it is bland oats. But yeah, I appreciate everyone watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the vlog style edits, because I love filming them. It's so enjoyable and it's so easy. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep these coming, absolutely. But yeah, appreciate all the support as always. YouTube is moving really nicely at the moment. Very happy with it. If you're new, please subscribe, because this content is not going to stop. We had one thing I'll say, if hopefully people are still watching, is we had a little blip with the content. Just the systems in place weren't desirable for me to get the content out consistently. That's all changed. I'm investing a little bit more into the YouTube now, and it's going to be very consistent from here on out. So yeah, expect videos coming out on Thursdays and Sundays every single week for the entirety of prep. If something, I mean, you never know, something terrible might happen and I can't upload, but you know, for the most part, we're going to keep that consistency coming, you know, so I'm excited for it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon.